Another sip at the wishing well. Make it all right all night. Keep your hand on the steering wheel. Stay good, that I'm leaving. This fire here coming to shoot. Make not that love on the name. You stay good, right into you. Louise on the guitar. Forget the names and the dates. Dead Sam, broken hearts in the wake. Where's a spinning hand on a land? Just another night to you. Stay good, I've been on you. This fire head of coming to you. That night that you're gonna make you stay good. Right in you, yeah.
Well, most of the songs were written during the pandemic. We had a lot of time off where we weren't touring, and so we had a lot of time to write and cry, and like everybody. So we wrote about 30 songs, and we sent them to our label, and our label is owned by Jello Biafra, and Jello is very particular in a good way, and so he said, okay, 30 songs, and we originally said, let's do a double album. We'll do all slow songs on one album, and we'll do all fast songs on the other one. And he wrote back and he said, no, you have about 9 songs that are good. So he said, keep writing, keep editing, keep proofreading, try this, try that. So we went back to the drawing board and made some changes, and what we ended up with was Snake Oil a couple of years later, and it's I think one of our best records by far.
Yeah.
There it is. So yeah, the lyrics, they span from being, depressed about the world and everything, to being completely chaotic and insane and hungry and ready to get back on the road. That's kind of what that record's about. But there also, for the first time, we touch on some political things, like Snake Oil, like being fed a lot of fake news. We're from America, so we're the home of fake news. Some, Intersex, which is a song about transgender people that are, that's a big problem in America right now for us too. So we try to dip into areas that were important to us, unlike our past records. So we have a little more to say now.
Everybody has to label a band as something. I don't specifically think of this band as punk or garage or psych or a specific genre. I feel like Nicole has a certain style that she writes most of the songs in, which could be I guess they could fit into any of those categories, but we're not like, we are garage, we are a soul, like we don't have a specific genre that we like try to fit into. As far as that goes, we all have very different influences when it comes to music. I like everything. I'm the Cramps, Billy Childish, stoner rock, 90s hip hop, all of it. Nicole's kind of all over the place in that aspect also. Classical music, jazz, lots of alternative stuff. I mean, we all like different kinds of music, so we're not just purists for like guitar or like garage or punk. It's kind of all over. We're on a punk label now, so it kind of, we have a little bit more of like a punk rock following, which is cool because we're not exactly in that genre completely, but it gets people to open up a little bit, discover new things.
Scratching at the back door of my mind. You always rubbing up against me day and night, teaching me lessons when words were gone, making me proud and making me proud. Oh, I think you are the cats meow.
We've all been in lots of different bands with men and women and all that. Nicole and I were in a band together for a long, long time called the Love Me Nots with guys and us. And I think we were just getting to the point where we were like, what's it like to just be in an all-girl band with all women that are strong and, can support each other and also are like amazing musicians. So we started this band just out of curiosity and like being annoyed with men in bands, but it's different. It's different wherever you play, depending on where you are. Like some places we go and it's not even a thing. We just go and we're the band that plays. Sometimes we show up and they're like, "Oh, women, do you know how to set up your amp? Do you know where you're supposed to stand?" Like, and then you play and they're like, "Oh, you know what you're doing." Like, it's different every day. Every day the way that people treat you as women musicians is different. But it's really nice being able to travel around with a whole bunch of girls that like get you and your feelings and your emotions, and yeah, it's nice.
And you asked about how we juggle things, and we definitely juggle hard. Christina and I are both mothers of very active kids, and we have been all throughout our music careers. We all have other jobs, very demanding ones. In fact, our normal guitarist, Melisa, can't even be here because of her job on this tour, so we have Lou filling in, and she took time off her demanding job to be here also. So it's we all understand that, and I think most women have about 30 jobs in a day, all of us, if you count being mothers, and some of us have to mother our husbands too. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and when you add in a band and band practice, I think for us, this is the release. this is finally where we can just drop everything, and we've got each other's back. You know, everybody carries all the stuff. Everybody does a little bit of all the work together for once, and it feels like a team.
Done with separate guys, opening bikini size, swimming in your stormy eyes on the beach of fantasize. Rushing on my way, injuries and rain, hurricanes of happiness. Love tsunami, surf it down me. Love tsunami, put it down me. Love tsunami, coast it down me. Love me tsunami. Things and he starts me up wrong, but he's got the stuff. Slick as a jellyfish, take me out your door. Catching up my way, pushing east to west. Hurricanes of happiness. Love tsunami, surf it down me. Love tsunami, put it down me. Love tsunami, coast it down me. Love me tsunami.
Well, first of all, we'll see if I can sing at all, because I'm starting to lose my voice. So it might be very interesting. There might be a lot of. It might turn into a true punk show. There might be a lot of screaming.
I feel like we never know how we're gonna feel or what we're gonna do until we actually start playing. And like, I feel like the energy we get from the audience makes a big difference in like how the show goes. Also, so it's unpredictable. It's hard to say.
Yeah, like right now, sorry, I lost my voice actually. Yeah, like I'm really tired right now, but once I start playing, it's just like I go crazy. So yeah, it's really unpredictable on how the show is gonna be, and sometimes there's complications too with sound also that could interfere. But regardless of like complications, we just like get through it and try to play the best show for like everyone, and everyone has a great time here. We've been having a blast too.
Well, with them it can only be a lot of great fun every night, no matter.
Occasionally we've had to play a show without a guitarist, and sometimes without my keyboards, and things break all the time, and we just keep going. It's just a surprise every night.
Idea where I'm
I'm so glad you asked that, because this is a band that never stops looking ahead. We're always preparing the next thing. So we just put this record out, four weeks ago, and our next record is already written and recorded. So we're always ahead, and that's part of the fun.
We broke the news to our label that we have a whole new album already done the day this one came out. We're like, by the way.
They're like, what? So, so the next record, we're really excited. In fact, we're going to debut 3 new songs tonight for Europe. So it's great to hear the song come from, writing it in the van on my computer to hearing it live on stage, all of that quickly. It's great.
Don't know why I hang around. All I do is let you down. Yeah, I'm always checking out. Losers do downtown. You can find a better one than the one you found, but you hang around, hang around. Why do you hang around, hang around? I try to win it every way, but you're a fucking boomerang. Don't know why you want my life when I just kick you in my sleep at night. Whatever I've done to you, I leave you to you. Hang around, hang around. Why do you hang around, hang around?
Saludos a Transistor.
Take it, Louise. The way that you think I am, that was not the plan, but you hang around, hang around. Why do you hang around, hang around? You can find a better one than this one you found, but you